Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the Study Lounge with Valley Noble. We're an educational consultancy business and we help international students prepare to study in Australia. So I'm your host, Sylvia, and we've got a little great study Sunday session coming up live for you today. So with me, I have my co-hosts, Puni and Shah. Hey guys, good morning.
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 It's our last study Sunday today, so it's pretty good. We're on day 28 and it's amazing. How's your Sunday going?
Good. Just started.
Still waking
Still
up.
quite early. Still waking up. Yeah.
Yeah. So we do have a couple of little visitors around, so hopefully they don't destroy our tripod and things. But before we get started, I like to extend a warm welcome to all of those or all of you who are watching our live or our replay. Thanks for joining us and thank you very much for your support. We encourage you to go ahead and subscribe to our channel as well as leave us a comment to let us know where you're coming in from because we love to hear from our global visitors. Alrighty, so today we are jumping in our last study Sunday, as I said, and we are looking at exciting to discuss Google Docs, and how they can unlock your study sessions, make it great. So I guess we can kick things off, eh? Let's get cracking. So we're going to talk about the different benefits of Google Docs and how they can help you. And Puni, what's your take? What's your view on that?
Thanks, Sil. So Google Docs provides an incredibly convenient platform for note taking. So you can access your documents from any device with an internet connection. Plus, the real-time autosave feature ensures that you have you never lose your work. So even if you didn't save it or you forgot to save it, or have
Our
our commentator in the back.
visitor.
So yeah, even
Yeah.
if you did save your work, but if you're connected to a stable internet, you won't be able to lose your work. So it's a great feature to have. So you know,
Yeah, I think it really is an important feature because sometimes when we are working on our usual documents like Microsoft Office or even WPS. Oh, actually, WPS saves. But when we are working on documents, sometimes we're so intense in working there, we do forget to save our work, and a lot of that's we can't recover that back. But yeah, that's a great point. Thanks, Puni.
Yeah. That's an awesome feature. I love Google Docs because when I was in uni, that's what we used mostly. So it's definitely one of my favorite apps to use. And also another key benefit of Google Docs is the collaboration part of it.
Yeah.
So you're able to easily collaborate with classmates, or if you're doing group work, every single member can work on that single document in real time. So it's perfect for brainstorming sessions, and it's awesome for group work as well. Like whether you're doing a research paper or something like that, everyone can then collaborate on that one document.
Yeah, and I do like that it's automatically updated, so you can see sort of right there when they've done theirs or when they're adding. So yeah, I really do like that feature. Thanks for that, Shah. And I think what's really important too for our international viewers is the that it offers, excuse me, language support. which I think is really awesome, especially for you guys with English as second language. You can, I'm not too sure the exact, the different language supports that it has, but just have a look at it and you can see if your language is supported. But it's, able to translate your text as well. So I think what would be really important is if you're trying to write your papers, and so if you write it in your own language and then translate that to English, if your English is still, if you're still needing support on that, it's a great way to translate, and then you can have somebody to help you edit that or go through that with you. So I think that's really important. So what other things do you think, Puni, to that specific users for international students?
So Google Docs is a fantastic way for creating shared study guides and summaries. So if you're having an up and coming test and you need, a little document to write down any ways that can benefit you in your test or help you study more, you're able to do that within Google Docs. It also lets you manage different time zones. So if you are ever stuck on what time, like let's just say you're trying to communicate with your family, but you don't know, different time zones, you're able to keep track of those within the Google Doc, which adds as a convenience to keeping track of of any overdue things and
That's
an
important.
assignment.
Yeah, thank you.
There's also the research aspect of the Google Docs. So Google Docs integrates with other tools like Google Scholar. So it makes it easy for you when you are trying to put together a research project or research findings and references in one place. And so the fact that Google Docs can seamlessly merge or integrate with apps like Google Scholar makes it a lot easier, because we know that research papers and research findings and doing references, which is not my favorite, can be quite difficult.
Yes.
So like for that to be able to be there and to make it easier for you to do is great. I think it's a great aspect of Google Docs.
That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Good. These are good points. I think another great point is being able to create language flashcards. I guess going back to that translation, it can help, create you some flashcards and practice sheets, which is always good for your study. And it also, like Microsoft Office, lets you incorporate audio and video and images, which is pretty awesome. And that's kind of helps you with your learning experience there. So the next one we'll talk about is collaborating with others, bringing Google Meets into the mix. I haven't used Google Meets in such a long time, but I know that's a great tool to bring in to Google Docs right there when you're collaborating with your peers, other students, or study sessions. So it's a really great tool. So Shah, are you able to shed a little bit more light on this?
Yeah, absolutely. So, with Google Docs, you can invite other people to collaborate directly on that document, like through the document. So if you need face-to-face discussions, or if there's something that you're stuck on on that particular document, you can start a Google Meet session, just as Phil had spoken on, right from that document itself. So it's great because there are some things that need to be spoken about that you can't necessarily talk about through messaging, and it's better to have in a face-to-face conversation. And so that's another great aspect of Google Docs. So it's the idea of inviting people to collaborate on that document itself, and you can do that directly from the document itself.
That's awesome. What else, Puni, is there that you can do?
So Google Docs also has an integrated chat and comment section. So if you're within the document, so if you're collaborating with any classmates, you're able to, have that conversation or keep up with, any I guess ideas that you can talk about within your assignment. So it's basically like having a study session right on your computer instead of being in real time.
Which is always awesome, having that option. So, what about for our viewers, Puni, who are new to Google Docs? So, let's discuss what they need to get started.
Yep. So all you need is a Google account, which most of us have, and then you simply just go to Google Docs and create a new document, and on a roll.
And then, it's also important to remember that Google Docs isn't just for studying. You can use it for creating resumes, writing essays, designing flyers, and even drafting collaborative stories. So it's used for many other things as well as studying.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so I think you can pretty much create anything around your study with Google Docs, and I guess for yourself to start getting creative. And you don't have to just have the people that you're studying with in the room. You can create your study sessions with people wherever they are, with as long as they have Google Docs, which is really cool. So before we wrap up, let's share some, I guess, lesser known uses of Google Docs.
Yeah. So I guess another hidden gem for Google Docs is that it's a fantastic way to collect feedback. So you can create surveys and forms using Google Docs. And so, it's easier to collect feedback from classmates or even create quizzes for self-assessment. So that's something that's not known much about with Google Docs.
Sorry.
Uh,
And speaking of self-assessment, you can also keep track of changes and revisions in Google Docs, which makes it easier for you to see to review your own work. So, have you ever heard of peer work in school, where you give your work to your classmate or class buddy, and they they review your work and mark it for you, but you do the same for their work. It's kind of the same, but it's like you're doing it yourself. So instead of needing peer work, you got Google Docs, so they're your peer for you. So you just it's able to reflect on how you've been going and on any revisions that can help with your work.
That's good. Good one, guys. Thanks, team. Those are really amazing, other things that you can do with Google Docs. So I actually didn't know you could do the forms, which is pretty neat, and the quizzes. So I think that's a great added bonus. So I guess, do you have any other experiences with Google Docs, guys? Anything else to add?
I think we touched on everything. Like I said, for myself personally, I preferred Google Docs because everything is in real time. And if you were to go into the document, you can see who's working on it because it has your name come up and stuff. And so there's also the chat aspect of it that Puni spoke on, which is also nice. But yeah, maybe I'm just biased, but I love Google Docs because I feel like it really helps with my studies. So it's definitely something to check out.
Yeah.
Definitely makes things a little easier when you're studying.
Yeah, and definitely when we're talking about, ensuring that you're looking after your budget, definitely Google Docs is a great way to take care of your budget out here. But those are really great insights, guys. Thank you for your input. That's pretty much it for us today. And we hope you enjoyed this little segment on our live stream, our study lounge with Valley Noble. It is our, again, like I said earlier, it is our last study Sunday. So we're coming up. We only have 2 more days left. I can't even believe it. So thanks so much for joining us. And to all our viewers, remember to stay safe, to take care out there. We do have a couple of days left, and then we can let you know what we'll be moving forward with. But yes, take care out there, stay safe, and study hard. And remember, you are all truly noble. That was for our bloopers. You're all truly noble. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.
See
See you
ya. See you
guys.
tomorrow.